This will help reduce the monthly payments. But banks are not going to be bothered by that because it's not standardized. That means they can't go ahead and sell it to Freddie Mac or Ginnie Mae. But if you're doing this for corporations, oh, we're talking about big money, so it's not that costly to do it. Alternatively, if you're doing future value, suppose you wanted to know if you were to save $200 a month for the next 40 years, you're going to earn 8% APR, and your grandma also left you 50 grand. So you're starting with 50 grand, and you're going to add $200 every month on top of it. You want to know how much money you're going to have when you retire 40 years from now. That 50 grand is your starting balance. I'm starting the account. Think of this as a bank account. I'm starting at 50,000, and every month, on top of anything it may have earned in the market or whatever you're investing in, you're going to add $200 to it. Okay. So we're going to deal with those. I'm going to just write the formulas, and I suggest you conveniently forget about it. As they say in New York, forget about it. Because the damn thing is wicked. That's the Boston accent. Present value of an annuity is equal to $C divided by R over F times 1 minus 1 over 1 plus R over F raised to the power T times F plus $B. Okay. I told you it's ugly. Das ist hässlich. In fact, it even looks schmutzig, which means dirty, not clean. If you wanted to know where the word smut comes in English, it actually comes from there. Schmutzig. Future value of an annuity. Technically speaking, if you know the future value, you can take the present value multiplied by the whole thing, but we're just going to be anal and write the formula times 1 plus R over F raised to the power T over F minus 1 plus $B times. Okay. And luckily we have actually Excel formulas, Excel functions for these. So for PVA, we're gonna write PV, okay, short for present value, R over F, T times F minus $C minus $B. The reason I use those minuses, these functions probably were coded by an accountant. They think in terms of debits and credits. And if you're making payments, you're gonna get something back in the future, right? And FVA is FV since we know the functions, we're just gonna go ahead and code it. But I wanna do it using our beautiful template. Of course, I'm biased. I created it, so I think it's beautiful. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Old habits. I actually have a button to duplicate that sheet. By the way, these two sheets that originally comes with the file, they are protected. The only thing you can do to them without knowing the password I put in there is to make a copy of it. But the copy that you make is unprotected. So technically, those are the templates. I'm gonna make a copy of it. All right, let's think about our inputs. We have, I'm gonna call that APR, that's R. Come on, cooperate. I'm gonna call frequency F, time in years, T, periodic payment equals $C, either starting or balloon payment or starting balance or balloon payment is $B, and we're gonna have either future value or present value. So if we are calculating PV, FV is input. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, FV is, no, just not worry about it. Actually, these are not any of the inputs because I have the payments. If you're calculating PV, $B is balloon, FV, $B is begin balance. Right? So let's go ahead and be a little bit smart. First of all, I don't need these two options, so I'm gonna delete those. On this solver mode, F equals, if the square light is green, which happens when it is 1, I'm gonna be in solver mode, otherwise in setup mode. When you're in solver mode, when any one of the inputs or the unknown that you're looking for changes or the target value changes, it triggers the goal seek that we would have otherwise done manually and equates the left-hand side and right-hand side by changing the value for that unknown. Okay, it does it automatically. When you're in the setup mode, it doesn't do anything. Given the inputs, it tells you what the left-hand side is equal to. Okay, that's it. So if all you needed is, you're gonna start with $50,000, you're gonna put in $200 a month, earning 8%. How much money you're gonna have in 40 years? Just be in the setup mode, the red light. The light is for solver activity. And just read off the left-hand side. That's it, done. Okay? But if I ask you the following question, okay, you're gonna do all of that, and you know you can afford $200 a month, but you want to retire with $5 million. What should be the starting balance of your account to reach that goal? Okay, then I know where I want to go, but I don't know what I need for that. That's a solver mode problem. Okay, and you'll be green light. Okay, let me see my inputs. My inputs are R, F, T, C, B. There are 5 of them. My default has only 1 input, so I'm gonna add 4 more. So first, APR. I'm gonna be kind of a anal guy about it. I'm gonna format it as %, and I like 3 digits. It's my sheet. So Nice thing about the percent format, if you want to change it, you don't need to remember the decimal notation. Who's going to tell me the decimal representation of 0.05%?